Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We're going to our Forex Trades for today, Friday, May 15th. Hope everybody had a pretty solid week and looking forward to the weekend. We had three trades to go over. One correlation trade, which is obviously two pairs, which you're seeing here, and then a swing/scalp trade in Australian dollar, US dollar, which we'll go over in a minute. First, economic news this morning wasn't a whole lot. We did get industrial production, which contracted 0.3%. So estimates were for a gain of 0.1%. Came in at a negative 0.3%. I don't know how much of a surprise it is. I mean, the U.S. economy is about 80% service oriented rather than actual production. So it's not a big number. And the other data point that came out was Reuters Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index, um, which their index is not as widely followed as some of the other uh, retail sales and consumer type numbers. But for what it's worth, it came in at 88.6. Estimate was supposed to be 96.0, so a miss there as well. But markets didn't react much to those data points. Like I said, they're not big market moving events. So let's get to our trades. First one you're looking at here is a correlation between the euro US dollar and the pound US dollar. As you can see here, the spread got pretty wide on the correlation, upwards of about 700 pips yesterday, which is pretty much the widest point that's been in the past year. One other time, I believe it was about 700 pips. In the past year and a half, it had reached about 800 pips. So we put half our intended position size on by going long the euro US dollar and short the pound US dollar. We ended up making 27.7 pips on that. Excuse me, 28.6 pips on that trade. Size adjusted, size adjusted 13.8 pips. You can see here what happened. At one point, the euro US dollar was performing better than the pound US dollar yesterday afternoon. We had put this on yesterday around noon, I guess. And then overnight, we came in this morning, and it ended up where the euro US dollar was relatively flat. We were up about 0.3 pips, but on the pound US dollar to short, we were up 28.3 pips. Not adjusted for size. So if I change the format here, you can see a little bit better. Go back to bars. You could see here yesterday or last night and this morning had dipped. This bar had dipped all the way down. It has since bounced back up, but we covered early this morning, so it was a nice trade there. If you're in it, if you're still in it, last I looked, it was up about 30 pips between the combination of the two pairs. You could hold this thing. There's no reason, if you don't want to take the profit, there's no reason to get out yet. This pair could very easily narrow again, get very narrow, or even touch like it's done there. Look at all these times it touches. So odds are it's going to touch. It's just a matter of time if you want to hold it. If you're happy with 28, 30 pips in that vicinity, you take it. We're fans of not waiting till they touch. You could be in it for days, weeks, or even months. As it is, we're in it for either hours or days, sometimes a week or two, or we have no qualms holding it. But again, we piece our way in. If this thing had started to widen upwards of 800, we would have pieced in a little bit more and see what's going on. You got to play a little defense too. You can't just be all aggressive all the time. So let's get to the Australian dollar, US dollar. This one we had 10% of our normal size. We were long this 0.80748, which the signal went out Wednesday evening. We got hit Thursday early morning, about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then we held it. And we actually liquidated it yesterday, right around maybe just ahead of noon, picking up 52.1 pips, adjusted for size 5.2 pips. So overall, 13.8 pips. Which we'll take adjusted for size on those three trades. Not adjusted for size, you're looking at almost 80 pips, 79.8 pips. So we'll take it. We'll move on. If you're still trading now, good luck. I doubt there'll be any signals the rest of the day. If there are, we'll send them out. We're going to be in cash all weekend, so we'll be looking again Sunday evening. See if we see any correlations, any scalps, any swing/scalp trades. and we'll move from there. Have a great weekend. Enjoy all the sports. The second leg of the Triple Crown race, horse race, is this Saturday. We got the Rangers playing their round, whatever I guess it is, the Eastern Conference Championship round against, who are they playing? Tampa Bay. So if they beat Tampa Bay, they'll be in the Stanley Cup. So that round starts Saturday as well, and I'm sure there's some bunch of other sporting events to watch. So that's it. We're going to wrap it up. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back Monday as soon as we get some action.